Good morning, YouTube world. Thanks for watching my channel. I appreciate the views. So this video is going to be about our thoughts and how our thinking transcends to reality. I'll give you some examples. Many years ago, I overheard a coworker say, "I just know I'm going to have cancer one day. I just know it." And regardless of that person's medical history or family history, that person was already putting it into the universe that they were basically inviting cancer into their lives. Well, years later, we had a talk yesterday, and I reminded him of one of the first things I ever heard come out of his mouth. And my friend has evolved a lot since that year, but he's still feeling like, like the world can take over his life and his choice at any moment, which is so far beyond the truth. He doesn't realize that he is in complete control. He is writing his script. He is the master with the pen, and he is the one who makes the choices. So I reminded him that innately he was already complete and whole the way he was, that he just had to remember and regroup and rethink. And then we talked about thought processes and things that we say are complete mirrors of what we're thinking. So he said he was a far way from thinking that he was not going to get cancer because of all the people in his medical history, family history, who had already died early. And, I get that, but that was one of the lessons I learned pretty early as a child. Actually, I was probably in high school, and it was, just because such and such and so did this, had this, looked like this, just because you come from a long line of smokers, that doesn't mean you're going to be a smoker. That doesn't mean you have to be a smoker. That just means that was the choice for those people in your past, in your history. At a very young age, I made a conscious choice not to be an addict because I saw what addiction did, and I didn't want anything to do with it. Now, it made me kind of stubborn and a party pooper, I guess, at the time, because I was in high school and I was saying no all the time to all these invitations to do crazy things. But the bottom line is, I was in control. I was able to make that choice for myself and continue on a path and not get involved in any of those things that I saw cause problems with people that I love. And so, just because, for example, here's another example. Well, my whole family is obese, so that's why I'm obese. That's that's not an excuse. You need to remember that your body wants to be in complete health at all times, and all you have to do is intend to be healthy. And with that intention, that doesn't mean, and here I'm telling on myself, because this is my constant battle all the time, wait. But that doesn't mean you sit at the TV for 4 hours, which, by the way, no, I'm not telling on myself there. I don't do that. Or computer, or eat fast food, or skip meals, or completely disregard exercise as part of your life. There are things that we should do as healthy human beings. If we don't help ourselves, we're going to stay stuck in a rut. And if you so happen to be in a rut, and by rut I mean stuck thinking the same things for the last 20 years, 30 years, 10 years, 5 years, and here's how you know if you're in a rut or not. You keep daydreaming, about the good old days when things were better. Or you keep hoping for the future days to come where things will be better. That's a rut. You're not living in the now. You're not dealing with the present situation. If there's a reason that you're looking to the past or to the future, what's going on today? What's going on now? You gotta really think about being in the moment, because it's in the moment that you can make a change, and it only takes a split second to change your mind. Which reminds me, another issue people are having lately is they're angry and they're not remembering to forgive. Forgive is not easy, and sometimes we hold on to these past hurts or these past feelings of unworthiness and sadness, and I can't believe they did that to me. But what are you doing? Are you forgiving and still hating? Are you forgiving and still being angry every day? Well, part of the forgiveness process is to forgive every single time you open your eyes every morning. Every time you feel the burn of something someone did to you, remember that. You don't need that anymore. You forgive, and you're away from that. It's not easy, but it's necessary, because if you don't really truly forgive and continue to forgive every day, another situation in which you'll have to learn again to forgive will appear in your life. And these are the thoughts that we keep that bring in the realities that we live. So I guess my advice to you is to think loving thoughts, think wonderful thoughts, think pure thoughts, think healthy thoughts. Give 5 people a hug today. I mean, I was told that, and I heard that, and I thought, well, yeah, that's easy. I have 2 babies. That's 10 hugs before I walk out the door in the morning. But what about genuine hugging other people? I've always said I'm not that huggy type, and I'm stretching outside of my comfort zone, because I've got a lot of loving energy to share. Matter of fact, that's another video I'd like to make about a situation in which I hugged a complete stranger, and it was a nice stretch out of who I used to be, who I grew up to be. See, there's another example of, this is me, my example, my personal example. Well, I didn't really grow up with a lot of affection, so I'm not that affectionate. But in reality is the truth of my being, the truth of my soul, my body, mind, and spirit is just like yours and everybody else's, in which we need affection. That is one of our biological needs to survive. So just because I didn't grow up with it doesn't mean I can't be the change I want to see in the world. Doesn't mean I cannot be that huggy type person. So I'm working on that. What are you working on? Leave a comment, let me know.